Alright, so it's time to make the chassis. Now, first off, I measured everything. I'm using tubing as the chassis, and everything to mount everything is gonna be square tubing. So I'm gonna weld here, here, there, and there. It's just tacking. I'm not fully welding, just in case something's wrong. I could just grind it down and take it apart and redo it. After that, I'm gonna measure each corner, from corner to corner, from everywhere, to make sure it is square, because it needs to be squared, obviously. So let's get straight into it.
Alright, so let's start talking.
Alright, so now, I really didn't want to do this, but we have to take off this part. Do not want to take out here because the body still needs strength. So I'm going to take this part out, cut this part out as well, because I don't think I need it. And yeah, just going from there. Alright, so not too long ago, one of my friends, or one of the people I know, has provided me with this square tubing. It's very, very thick. I mean, it should be plenty for this build. I have 4 pieces of 4 feet and 5 inches with the square tubing, and plus I have the round tubing that I welded like a square over there, so I believe it should be plenty. I was planning on doing suspension. I'm not sure. That would change the look of the chassis, but for now, let's just make a square chassis out of this so we can mount the axle, me, and the spindles, and just get started on this chassis. started welding the chassis. So far, everything's turning out good. Now, right now, we mounted the spindle, and then we ran into some issues. When the tire turns, I totally forgot about it. Yeah, this side needs to go. It needs to go. I have to cut it. I'm gonna cut here and here, put a bar here, and then brace it up later, so then it could turn. So a little inconvenience, but nothing too crazy. At least I don't have to restart everything or just weld it. Over here we have our piece of metal to mount the axle, and for the motor and the axle. And then yeah, so far it's turning out good. Stay tuned.